and you're going to make a planter out of it. You could use a tall one. This one I already had in the house, so I didn't have to go buy anything else. I'm going to use mine to plant sweet potatoes. However, my sweet potato slips, I couldn't find any, so I am currently growing my own, and it's not ready yet. So I'm just going to show you how to put it together. So all you need is a laundry basket, some Scotch tape, and some kind of weed cloth, weed fabric. I'm using, I don't even know which kind this is. It was in the garage, or in the shed. But it doesn't really matter as long as you could use a plastic bag. I know that there will be lots of people that say, oh my god, that's terrible. It's full of chemicals, which it probably is, but you could use it. A pair of scissors would be better. I have already brought out my, you also need a pair of scissors. I'm using a knife because I already have one in my pocket. I don't need my gloves on for this. So I'm just going to cut this. Basically, I'm going to go the length of it 4 times because I need to go around all 4 walls. So I'm going to go 3. I'm not being precise. You could be really precise with this. If you want to be, you go for it. But I'm into let's just get it done rather than being precise. Like I said, a pair of scissors would work a whole lot better than this knife is because it's just going to tear it. But that's okay. Again, it doesn't need to be super precise. We just have to get it cut off of the roll. Because I am doing sweet potatoes in this, I don't need I don't need to do anything other than just cut this and put it in here. If you wanted to, you could cut where all of these holes are in here. You could easily cut a slit, plant in there. One of the tall laundry baskets would actually be kind of cool to use as like a strawberry tower, or plant flowers on the side. You could easily do that. So, excuse the geese flying by. My laundry basket already came with a hole in the bottom. You're putting weed cloth in it, so there's going to be some ways for the water to get out. So I'm not particularly concerned with drainage. If you are, put a couple of holes in the bottom. So I'm going to put this in here, and I am, like I said, I'm not being super precise. If you were doing a tall one where like this is a 3 foot wide, if you were doing a tall one where this would be stretched, I would tape it to the top so it doesn't move. And I am going to tape it on here just so it stays in place. And I'm going to lay it in here. And I'm just going to, like I said, I'm using super wide for this basket. If this was taller, this would be a lot smoother looking. But I'm just kind of going to squish it up in the corners and then put another piece of tape there so that it doesn't fall in. You can take the tape out once we've got dirt in it. Soil, sorry. And of course it's breezy, so now this is going to go everywhere because I don't want it to. But take this inside like this. So we got this side, the corner. The next corner, and then my tape came undone at the top, but that's okay. Now, I am not concerned with there being a lot bunched up in the middle. If you are, you can trim it down. Like I said, if this was taller, it really wouldn't matter because it would be pretty much the same height as the basket. Alright, so all we got to do now is fill it with dirt, which I need to go get some. Otherwise, I am not going straight up to the brim. I don't want anything to leak out of the sides. And I have my stuff has fallen down a little here, but it's pretty easy to just pull it up and keep it from going everywhere, like so. Now, I'm not filling mine straight to the top because I want room to put some water in here and not have it run straight out. I may fill it up when the sweet potato slips get bigger, I'm also leaving some room to put a little bit of extra and top dress it some. If you want to, you can go back and take the tape off. I'm just going to leave it because I don't care that much. It serves its function. I don't really care if it's super pretty, because eventually the sweet potato will get so big that if yours is anything like mine was when I had it in the ground, which I would like to put it in the ground again, but we have really bad voles in our yard, and the first year we got by with it, but the second year they found the sweet potatoes, and rather than dig up one of our raised beds to put chicken wire in the bottom or some kind of hardware cloth, we opted for let's try a container this year. So we'll see how it goes. But I've watched lots of YouTube videos and read a lot of things that say you can grow sweet potatoes in containers, so we're going to try it. But this is what we got. If you were doing a tall one and you wanted to do like a self-watering kind of system, I'm not going to do it in here because it's going to be a sweet potato, but you could take a piece of PVC pipe. I would do at least like 2 inches, 1 inch, 2 inch. Just drill some little holes all the way down every like 3 or 4 inches or so and stagger them. Put the pole down in the middle, and then you can pour the water straight in the top, and it will then go out into the soil, especially if you're doing stuff along the sides. That would be a great way to sort of do a DIY drip irrigation in the middle of your laundry basket. Other things you could use as planters in a pinch, since I don't know about you guys, but we're trying to limit how often we go out. Old cooking pots. I have an old tin popcorn container that I'm going to be sticking some holes in the bottom with a nail. I actually am going to, at some point, I will try and show you, I'm going to be using one of those the reusable grocery bags. We're going to fill that with soil because those are pretty porous, so I'm not going to put holes in it or anything. It should be fine. It's like using a grow bag, basically. It's the same kind of concept. Kiddie pools, I was going to buy one because I was going to do that instead of this for the sweet potatoes, but I could not find one when I went out. All they had were the inflatable ones, but a plastic kiddie pool I've used in the past in a different house where I was renting and couldn't put a garden in. They were great. Just put some holes in the bottom with a X-Acto knife and you're fine. Or you could drill a hole. I used an X-Acto knife because at the time that was easier. Drill a hole in the bottom and you're good. And you can plant lots of things in a kiddie pool. What else did I? Rubbermaid containers. So you can easily use a Rubbermaid container. I have sunchokes planted in here. I just drilled some holes in the bottom and we're good to go. I'm using that one's a 17-gallon galvanized tub. That's an old one I found in an antique store. I didn't even have to put holes in the bottom because it was already rusted in the bottom in certain places. And they weren't huge holes. Buckets. The pink one actually came from Walmart. It's slightly smaller than the 5-gallon buckets, but it was $2.96. Those are from Home Depot. They were $4, I think. The Firehouse buckets I have had for a long time, and if you go in a Firehouse subs place, most of the time they'll sell you the buckets for a couple of bucks. True Value, I don't even know where that one came from. I think it came from my parents' house, but if you look, Tractor Supply, all of those have buckets. You should look for a food safe one. The Walmart one, if you check the bottom, I think it's HDPE. It's a number 2, I believe. You'll have to double check that. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. I believe number 2 plastic is food safe. The Walmart ones were food safe. I didn't check the Home Depot ones, I'm not gonna lie, but they do sell food safe ones. They're a little more expensive. So those are all alternatives for planting things. So go out and plant and enjoy. And I'm going to do a garden tour after I get done. But for now, we have put our laundry basket together, and it's just going to sit out here and wait for my sweet potato slips to be ready. Or if I can find some, if we make a trip to Home Depot and they just happen to have them, we'll pick some up. But otherwise, we're just waiting on my sweet potato to get with the program. And then I'm going to do a sweet potato tour. Yeah, a garden tour after I get done planting up some things and moving some stuff around. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell, the whole 9 yards. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.